Good morning, everyone. OC Transpo's new boss continues to make some big changes. General Manager John Manconi has announced that the price tag for renovations at OC Transpo headquarters has been cut in half. Manconi says the original $14 million plan was a total rebuild and modernization of the facility. He's deferring replacements of what he calls advanced life cycle items and eliminating the remodeling of office areas, saving $4.5 million. OC Transpo will also save an additional $2.5 million by avoiding the need to relocate staff during those renovations. An Ottawa man who spent 31 years in jail for a crime he says he did not commit is now seeking $14 million in compensation. Romeo Filion filing a wrongful conviction lawsuit against the Attorney General, the Ottawa Police Services Board, and 2 retired police officers. The Ontario Superior Court withdrew the murder charge against Filion and apologized to him 2 years ago. Convicted in the 1967 stabbing death of Ottawa firefighter Leopold Waugh, evidence placed Filion at a gas station in Trenton, 3 hours from the crime scene. Public Service Alliance of Canada has elected a new leader. Robin Benson will replace outgoing President John Gordon, who is stepping down after 6 years as leader of Canada's largest public sector union. Benson, a former Canada Revenue Agency employee, was chosen at the union's national convention, which is wrapping up today. Meantime, accused serial killer Camille Cleroux makes another court appearance later today. Cleroux is charged with first-degree murder in the deaths of his 2 wives and a neighbor. The body of Paula Leclerc was found in 2010. The remains of Lise Waugh found in Cleroux's former backyard. Human remains were also found at another site last month. Conrad Black will be released from a Miami prison today, but before he's a free man, he'll likely be taken back into custody. The former media baron is being released from a Miami prison after serving 37 months for fraud and obstruction of justice. As soon as he gets out today, he'll be taken back into custody by American immigration officials. They'll likely hold him in a detention facility, which is standard practice for former inmates, before sending him to Canada. Black had renounced his Canadian citizenship more than a decade ago, but has been granted a temporary residence permit. He's hoping to return to his mansion in Toronto. The BC hang gliding pilot accused of swallowing evidence will appear in court today. William Orders will answer to an obstruction of justice charge this afternoon. He was the pilot of a hang glider carrying 27-year-old Nanami Godinez as a passenger. Shortly after takeoff, she became detached and fell 300 meters to her death. X-rays confirmed that Orders swallowed the memory card from a camera that was recording the entire flight. Police have not been able to retrieve the key piece of evidence as of yet. First major festival of the season opens today. The Tulip Festival celebrating its 60th year with several changes. It's left its usual festival location and moved to locations on Preston Street, the Byward Market, and Little Italy. Tulips are also now on display on Elgin Street. Well, you won't get to see Patrick Stewart at Comic-Con later this month, but there's a big name taking his place. Organizers say professional commitments are keeping Stewart from attending the first ever Comic-Con in Ottawa on the weekend of May 12th. The original captain of the Starship Enterprise will be here. William Shatner returning to Ottawa for the event. Shatner was here a few weeks ago to host the Juno Awards. The event will feature several other film stars and leaders in the comic book industry.